What is up, guys? Episode 10 of In The Real Podcast. Again, we're your hosts, Aces and DJ, and today we're going to talk about things like the Druski concert, which happened in Toronto. If you guys don't know, we live in Toronto, Canada. Well, we'll definitely talk about that. We're going to briefly talk about the Marvel Zombies series that just dropped.
Not briefly, full review.
Yeah, we're going to do a full review.
This is a full review. This guy lied. We're doing full Zombies review.
And we're going to talk about things such as like the Wolverine game trailer, Peacemaker Season 2, Gem V Season 2, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So stay tuned.
Just as long as we're all in agreement.
I am Iron Man.
This is Smallville!
We tell ourselves that we are the Walking Dead.
So, man, so this weekend, this past weekend, it was my cousin's birthday, and the week prior to that, someone had a really great idea that we should go to the Druski concert. So, honestly, I didn't really want to go just because I like him, but I just don't find him funny, and I thought it was going to be a comedy show. So that was my reason. I didn't know what his concerts are like. So whatever, we ended up buying the tickets, and I gotta tell you, just off the bat, that was the top 10 most waste of time dog shit experiences I've ever been a part of. And I've done seen some shit concerts and shows. That has easily,
You're not alone, man.
top 10 of all time. Like it was that bad.
And I really wanted to go. And if I had somebody to go with, I probably would have been there too, bro. But I'm glad I didn't. There's certain people apparently can't be on stage doing a tour because they just, your talent's online, like skits. You know what I mean? How is this guy doing tour? I get it if he's bringing up a lot of people, but he didn't bring out anyone, right?
Okay, so you want to just give you a quick breakdown of what happened?
Just go in.
So we get there like 20 minutes late. And we're like, damn, we're missing some of like the opening of the show, whatever the case is. And we get to Scotiabank Arena, and we hear him like talking as we're like walking to our seats, right? So we're like, okay, it's pretty early that he came out. We sit down, and there's no one. It's just a DJ playing music with like a set. He has like a set of like a 7-Eleven that says like could have been 7-Eleven or something like that. I don't know. That play on thing with the could have been.
Yeah.
Anyways, the first guest that he brought out was Young M.A. Young M.A.? Is this 2015? Like, well, I didn't even like you then. I'm going to like you now? Like, she was...
I know it was like be really mad at this review.
Oh my God. I would have rather watch paint dry than listen to Young M.A. Like, I'd rather cut grass with scissors than watch.
Bro, it was like a really weird lineup.
No one came though. She was the only one that came. Soldier Boy apparently got held up at the border. He came out and he literally danced. You know that skit that he does to the Soldier Boy Superman song? Yeah, he did a skit to that. That guy that does the podcast with the long hair. What's his name?
I have no
the white boy.
Yeah, I know what you're
I don't know his name. He was there, and he you know what's funny? Even he was like, "Yo, I don't even know why I'm here. I guess there's sell tickets to white people." He's literally said that.
Wow.
She performs for 15-20 minutes. He does not do anything. He comes out. He does a little bit like how Usher was doing those shows in Vegas where he'd come out and feed girls strawberries and shit like that. He did that with a banana and he put it in a dude's mouth. And I was like,
I saw that on
no comment.
TikTok, safe to say, I really appreciate not spending money on that.
Yeah, I'm not even that mad. It was $50. But the fact that it was so bad, I want my money back.
Yeah.
That's just because it was that bad. It wasn't even that much money.
You're not the only one. This is getting dragged like crazy online. In Toronto, people are going crazy saying exactly the same thing. I want my money back.
He even said he's sorry. He's like, I tried. And he starts laughing at the end. Like, he knows like that was... Yeah. He didn't do anything. It was just 2 hours of like a DJ. They played a ton of Drake songs.
That's what you needed. You need either him or Justin Bieber to pop out, and
some people were saying, but
people are going to go crazy. Oh man, damn, that's horrible. Sorry about that, bro.
Yeah, whatever. Is what it is.
We got an announcement to make. We have started a watch series called Real Reactions, and we started off with The Walking Dead. The first episode is out right now. By the time this podcast episode comes out, we will be having Marvel Zombies, all 4 episodes out for you guys to see and watch. Something that we're trying out it is getting traction. We're seeing that people are really liking it, so it's something that we're gonna keep doing. But yeah, we're gonna hop right back into The Walking Dead very, very soon. But you guys go check it out.
Let us know if you guys have a show that you guys want to see us watch or react to or whatever the case is. Let us know in the comments. We're always open to suggestions.
Always. So the Wolverine game trailer. I have watched the trailer, yeah. And listen, I'm not a big video game person anymore. I was growing up. I'm not that much anymore. I have played the Spider-Man game. I played like stuff like the Avengers game. But
that was trash.
This is making me want to get back into gaming. I'm not going to lie. Or at least play this game, you know? It looks very, very good. And a lot of people are saying, if you can do something like this, they want a Hulk one next.
I did see that
Wolverine versus Hulk game. That would be crazy.
I did see that, and I feel just first the Wolverine trailer. I'm not gonna lie, Wolverine's one of my top guys. Like growing up, it was like Spider-Man, Wolverine for Marvel, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Fantastic Four, low key.
Yeah,
because it was the movies that were coming out, right? So I was at a soft spot for those guys, but no, dude, that trailer was exactly what I wanted for Wolverine. I was kind of worried. I'm like, if they don't like go all in, rated R or whatever the case is, it's not going to be that like sick. But no, for a character like Wolverine, it has to be like rated R, blood, tearing people up in pieces, and that's exactly what the trailer was. It was like a 2-minute trailer of him just committing homicide, and it was amazing. Same universe as the Insomniac games. Insomniac games.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're the ones that made Spider-Man, the Miles Morales games, and everything. So it's technically in the same universe, and I honestly, some of the mechanics look very similar to the Spider-Man mechanics.
Yeah.
But
a lot of those games, like,
I don't have a problem.
A lot of those games are like very similar when it comes to fighting styles and stuff like that. The 1-2-3 combo, and then you get a nice hit afterwards. But you just said something that's kind of interesting when you're like Insomniac. They're kind of like making a universe with video games.
Yeah.
Which, bro, like Marvel, this is a big bag. You got your comics, you got the movies, TV shows, you know what I mean? Even though they're not doing really well with those stuff. But a video game universe where everything's connected, I think would be very, very hard for a lot of people who like me, who doesn't really play video games. But if you have something like this where you're kind of like, connecting all the stories together and stuff through video games, that's pretty cool.
They're good games. Like I'll be the first to admit they're not the most advanced in terms of like the mechanics. Like they're relatively easy to play. It's buttons. It's not like Tekken or like Street Fighter where it's like you got to memorize. But I'm not gonna lie, it's like, again, there's certain things where you're looking for that, and there's other things where you're just looking for a good story, like a good plot, good graphics, like. And I'm not gonna lie, they deliver it always. Insomniac,
they do.
Their studios.
Insomniac's
record has been pretty good so far. So
yeah, they're on it, bro.
They're also releasing a Venom game too.
Yes.
So that's gonna be 4 or 5 titles now.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited. I'm definitely getting it. I got Spider-Man 2 the night it came out on PS5. Got it, put it on download. The next morning I played it, beat it in like probably 2 weeks. I played games a bit slow. So.
Yeah. Peacemaker Season 2. So the last episode that came out was what, 5 or 6 from what we're filming right now?
Episode 6.
Episode 6.
Yeah.
Wow. There's 8 episodes coming out, right? It's supposed to be 8 episodes?
7 or 8. Yeah, no, 8.
8. And James Gunn said the last 3 feel like a whole new show.
They reveal a lot.
And there's so much we can talk about when it comes to this, but we really are going to save this episode for Marvel Zombies. We're going to give our full Peacemaker Season 2 review when it's done. But damn, Earth X, a lot of people were like speculating, and I never took it in at first, but the way Harcourt just walks in and she's just looking around, like as soon as she something's weird. The fact that Peacemaker just
he's an idiot. He's literally
the greatest
an idiot.
place ever on Earth.
Yeah. He's too caught up with his brother and his dad and everything. So he's an idiot. But honestly, can I say something? I feel like this show has felt like one gigantic episode.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like each episode is its own arc or own like spot in the story. It just feels like it should be one long continuous episode.
I would have loved if this was a movie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
Yeah.
Peacemaker could have been a really good movie.
Yeah. No, it really was. And
Maybe even like HBO Max type of shit. But
I was looking at the episodes. I was like, the last 10 minutes are always the best. I'm like, yo, why did this show end so fast? The runtime is only 37 minutes. And then when you factor in like the end credits and the recap and the intro, it's like a 30-minute show.
yeah.
So, you know, that's my one thing that like I'll give it a knock for. It just feels like you should have either added more to each episode or filmed it in a way where it doesn't feel like one continuous episode. But so far the plot is great. The theory that everyone guessed online, how they're in a Nazi universe, a parallel Nazi universe. We see guest appearances from Nicholas Hoult, which
Oh, how did I forget? Wow.
Yeah.
That was the greatest portrayal of Lex that he's done.
yeah.
Like,
a lot of people are saying that.
The fact that he was just, bro, like, oh my God, I don't like.
Composed, more
Insane.
serious.
Insane. Wow. Nicholas Hoult. Who would have thought when
And-
we're watching him be Beast? This guy's going to play Lex in a few years.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. But yeah, he was very serious. He was very like throw out the sly remarks, you know, kind of like what's in it for me? Like, yo, I need something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a very true depiction of Lex. Way better. And I loved him in Superman. But it like he doubles down
he
on,
gave
it,
us what-
on the
yeah.
greatness
He
of,
gave us what we want.
Wow, that was amazing.
And I don't know if you've seen like it might be like a hint, but how he came in with a cane. They're saying online that that's the reason why he's gonna build the war suit, because he can't really walk.
Oh, because Crypto moshed him
Crypto
up.
crippled him. You know what I mean?
This guy's
So yeah, honestly, it was great. I can't wait to see the last two episodes. Do you think Superman's gonna be in it? David Corn Sweat? They took photos on set.
Yeah, but I don't know. These guys do film in the same place.
Yeah,
So it could be just, yo, they're filming, the crossover happened.
but
you
why
know
would
what
they
I mean?
post it though? Why would they post it? They all posted.
Hey, I would
pictures
love
together.
it. I'm not gonna lie, I would love it if it happens. If it doesn't happen, I wouldn't hate it. You know what I mean? Like, this is a Peacemaker show at the end of the day. We got Nicholas Hoult as Lex, perfect. His movie's coming out in 2 years. Let's allow it. Let's not
overdo it.
Yeah, let's not overdo it. Add another character. Introduce somebody else. You know what I mean? I have so many questions. Like, how is Wonder Woman gonna get introduced? But he's wrote a script for Wonder Woman. Batman and Robin, that stuff's getting handled. But like, Aquaman, Flash, you know what I mean? Martian Manhunter, stuff like that. Like, or even the low grade characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, freaking Green Arrow's not low grade, but if you introduce Oliver Queen in Peacemaker, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
know
it
what I
would
mean?
be, and I feel like you get more of a sense of the connected universe in Peacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
In Superman, there was a lot of characters, but it still felt like a contained story where it was only these characters existed,
Yeah.
you know. But in Peacemaker, they're constantly making references on other characters, other metahumans, other different jail, like all the DC Comics institutions, like Belle Reve and like Arkham and all these places. So you feel like, okay, this is like an established universe. So I like that. I like the direction. It's definitely like they could use it as like as a vessel for introducing other characters. I think we're gonna see some cool surprises. I think so. And funny enough that you said they should introduce, less known characters. James Gunn was actually saying in an interview that, he's going to focus more on bigger named characters because it's hard to get people into the movies. So
No, not like lesser named characters. Like
Or
Vigilante is a very unknown character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking about people like Question,
Booster Gold,
Constantine, Zatanna, like the reserves, but they're
Yeah.
still big enough for you to be like, oh,
They
shit,
got a name,
that's
yeah.
that person, that's
Yeah.
that person. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you don't have to all introduce the main 7
yeah.
or even the main 10, the next few people after that.
Yeah.
But like, yo, give us something, like something that's good and tangible. What do you think Lex was talking about when he's like, these two people are slapping in the thing beside me, a bear-sized man with lizard skin? Killer Croc?
Yeah, honestly, like
Killer Croc's a bots. Yo. Okay. Anyways, yeah, that was a really good episode. Can't wait for more of Peacemaker. Yeah, man. Oh, yo, the ending though, his brother,
What was that?
One
name?
got out.
Oh my god, bro, that is gonna be. James Gunn's a sick guy.
And where's Judo Master?
Yeah, No, they did no.
She's gonna be taken
To where he is.
Where Judo Master
Yeah.
is, 100%. Yo,
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next episode. Gen V has come back. There's 4 episodes out, I believe, so far. Yo, I was searching up his name. I know it's Chance, but yeah, rest in peace, Chance Perdomo.
Yeah, he was
Very,
the actor
very
that passed
tragic.
away.
Very, very.
I never
tragic.
actually watched the show. Did he have like a big part
He
in?
was one of the main characters. Yeah, like
Wow.
it's one of those they had to shift the whole show and they had to talk about his death in the show off camera. Like it happened off camera.
Oh,
So-
so the show is completely different now. Is going a different direction, or
No, not per se. Like in a different direction in the sense of he was a big character and he could have had an even bigger impact and bigger role. But I guess now they're gonna shift to delegate that between the other characters and all that.
Yeah.
But listen, Gen V, I think it's a very strong written show. Like very, very strong. At least season 1. This season so far, I'm seeing a lot of exposition, over explaining, a lot of so convenient, like, oh my god, we need this one wire to do this. Oh, here's the wire right here. You know, something, and that's not what happened, but like something along the lines of that, where I keep seeing, but it's not something to derail me. You know what I mean? It's really good so far.
I honestly,
and I love the
I
premise.
have mixed opinions
Marie
about the boys.
Marie Monroe is the chosen one. Like they're so good at spoilers. They're so good at making this show as important as the boys.
Yeah.
To the point where this main character is probably the strongest soup we're ever gonna get. Why are they gonna introduce her? Take out Homelander. Like that doesn't. They never said that, but I'm pretty sure that's where it's going.
She's the blood one, right?
She's the bloodbender. Oh my gosh, fam. This is what I'm saying. Like, yo, Avatar, when it came to the whole Avatar stuff, because you know waterbenders under a full
they
moon
do the
can bloodbend. It's crazy.
I honestly felt I have mixed opinions about the boys. Like, there's
didn't watch
sometimes I haven't watched it yet. I'm getting around to it, but the thing.
So I spoiled. My bad.
No, it's okay. I have like mixed feelings about it. Like sometimes I feel like the show could have been done in a better sense. When I say like, I feel like sometimes it's overdone. Like it's like dragging out. Like we're just watching the same story, not the same story because it's a different, I guess, mission every season. But it's like it just feels like it's being dragged out. You know, we're just seeing this exhausted battle between Billy versus Homelander.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of everyone calling Billy an asshole. I'm tired of Homelander just being a douche.
I'm not gonna lie. The way Billy Butcher's story has ended up is not how I expected it to. And I think this is why I lean more towards liking Gen V more than the boys.
Yeah.
It's a tight-knit story. It's like not easier to follow, but like more fun to follow. And I would say Billy Butcher and the whole wife and Homelander and all that was crazy. But like, yo,
It's getting,
it got boring.
It's like just kind of overstaying its welcome.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. And
Yeah.
I feel like, I think this is gonna be its last season, right? Season 5.
This is his last, yeah.
So I'm happy. I'm still gonna watch it because I need to see the conclusion. And if it doesn't conclude with Homelander dying in an epic way, this show's gonna get a massive thumbs
Epic
down.
way in what sense? He doesn't deserve an epic send off. He
No,
deserves to
I'm-
get killed. You mean get killed?
Yeah,
in
I want
epic
him
way?
to
Oh, okay,
suffer.
okay.
He need like
Oh,
I have
okay.
like, there's like a need in me to need him like suffer, and like he's a freak. He's like a terrible character, and like you like him because he's so terrible, but like he needs to go. And if I feel like if that's not the mission that gets accomplished this season, it's just a waste in my opinion. This whole series, I wouldn't even recommend people to watch it. Might be harsh, but it is what it is.
You should really hop on Gen V.
Yeah,
Because they're also like diving deep into like the origins of people who started all of this. Criminal List Dark Horse.
Oh man, dude, honestly, that show is incredible. That whole series, that whole universe is incredible. So Dark Horse is a prequel to the original series, The Terminal List, starring
Which was Chris Pratt. Yeah,
Chris
my
Pratt.
bad.
No, you're good. Yeah, starring Chris Pratt, which was
Great.
chef's kiss.
Great
10
show.
episodes of solid TV cinema.
Yeah.
Kind
That's
of an
one
oxymoron.
of Chris
but
Pratt's best performances, in my opinion, as well. Like, it was really, really good.
that show made me a Chris Pratt fan in terms of like, You want to check what's recording?
No, I see it.
Yeah, that show made me a Chris Pratt fan in terms of like his acting capabilities. I've only really seen him in like Guardians. I know he's done a few other things before, but that was the first time I seen him like in a serious capacity. And I was like, and I remember there was a rumor that, or I think he confirmed it, where he was actually gonna be Captain America.
Yeah. He's one of the people who tried out. Yeah.
And honestly, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. I think he could have done a great. I'm not saying better than.
No, definitely.
Chris.
But
No one could do better than Chris.
I don't know if I can even see. I could see freaking John Krasinski being Captain America more than I could see him being Captain America.
Even after watching Terminalist. Like, he's literally the character, which is what you know what I mean?
He'd be a better, like, darker version of a character than he would be. Yeah, no, man. I don't know. I can't really see him as Cap. But
anyways, honestly,
I'm on like episode 3 of that one because there's just a lot of stuff coming out right now.
Yeah.
Pumping out right now. But yeah, I'm trying to really get into it. Every time I watch it, I'm so deep into it, and then I gotta stop to do something, and I just forget to go back. And then a new episode of something else comes on, and it's like, oh, Gen V, Terminalist. Oh,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
no, this is definitely.
But I'm definitely gonna get back on it.
This is definitely in my like alley of things that I like. It's an Amazon Prime show, and they're the number one people when it comes to like spy thrillers, espionage, psychological thrillers, all those type of shows. So honestly, again, so it's a prequel of the original show Terminalist, where it follows the story of Ben Edwards, played by Taylor Kitsch, and yeah, essentially it explains his story, and it dives into it's more of like an espionage CIA thriller, and it dives into the psychology of an operator who kind of loses his humanity the more he gets deeper into this world.
Yeah,
and you see him start off as a Navy SEAL, right? They're all SEALs, and I don't want to spoil too much, but essentially they get court-martialed, and they're kind of tired of following orders for things that they don't even believe in. So they join a cause which they think is noble with the CIA, trying to protect the United States of America again from the evils of the world, as usual. And honestly, it's great. Like, Taylor, I didn't think he could be like a lead in a movie or a show, but like he plays Ben Edwards' character really well. And my favorite character is definitely Rafe Hastings, which is his best friend in the show. They casted everyone well. The story is very strong. It ends off in a beautiful way. I would definitely give the show a 9 out of 10 easily. And
really?
Yeah. And I started doing some research. I was like, okay, I want to know a little bit more about this. They're coming out for a season 2 for Chris Pratt's story.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I thought, like, when you watch that show, it definitely feels like it's a one and done, right? But
that's what I thought.
It's actually a book series, right?
Oh.
Yeah, Jack Carr. So he's the author of the book series. There's going to be like a few more books. So I'm going to assume there's like 7 books in total. They are following the source material very closely, and they kind of give you a bit of an insight of how Ben Edwards becomes a darker person and what he's been through. He's had to sacrifice a lot. He's been betrayed himself. They are eventually going to have a series for Rafe Hastings' character. And that one is about a Russian mob who hunts people down for sport. So it's going to, it's going to have a real...
You finished the show?
Yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
I finished it, and I've seen like some of the upcoming books, and like it goes into like
But
different
like
directions.
Dark Wolf and that spinoff with that guy, the other guy, the Russian mob spinoff.
Rafe Hastings?
It's not in the... It's not actual books though, right?
No, that's a book story. That's part of the books. That story.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they might adapt it a little bit for the the live action show.
Yeah.
They might bring back Ben Edwards' character again. Like, it really just depends. Like, I guess they're just testing it out right now, right? So it's like a top 10 show on Amazon. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's one of the best shows on Prime right now. It's definitely like a top 10 show. And yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Marvel Zombies. Guys, here's our Marvel Zombies review. If you haven't watched it, I don't know what you're doing. please go watch it.
Definitely the best
Come
thing.
back and see it because we will be talking spoilers and we're getting right into it. Your rating 3, 2, 1, 9 out of
9.5.
10. Yeah, I was gonna go 0.5, but I thought Aquafina. I'm joking. I think it's definitely a 9 out of 10. Room to grow. I think this is the greatest
Animated.
MCU. I think it's the greatest MCU show. Period.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Nothing short than less than amazing. Because I think what really helped the show was the smaller format. You know, some people complain about the 6-episode format. They want 8, they want 10. But I feel like the smaller you go, the better you have to condense and refine the storyline. Which
means every episode's a
exactly
banger. Yeah.
Which it was. Every episode.
But they don't do that with all their shows. They have 6 episodes, and at least 3 of them are garbage or whatever.
The first 2 or 3 are definitely terrible.
And then they hit with the 4th. The 5th is and then the finale's always trash. This is how they do it. But
it's always a
this
letdown.
show, they put their time into it. The animation style, we all know you don't really like it.
I do not like that 3D looking
I
animation
absolutely love this animation style, just like What If. And we know that this show came from the back of episode 5 of What If, Marvel Zombies. And it's
something does good come out of it.
5 years after. And this is what we get. Bro, the dark, gritty tone. TVMA. So we saw the blood, the gore, all of it. Oh my days. Oh
Man,
my days.
I gotta say, this show, if you're a Spider-Man fan, you're gonna love this show. If you're a Blade fan, you're gonna love this show. If you're a Black Panther fan, you're gonna love this show. If you're they gave so many characters the proper spotlight that they deserve.
Yep.
You know, that I gotta go back to Blade, man. That was the best way. I think all the delays that we've seen with his movie not getting greenlit, not being put in production, that was worth it.
Okay, you want to start off with that?
We gotta talk about that.
Standout character.
The best character.
Blade Knight was his name.
Blade Knight.
And yeah, definitely every time he's on screen, aura farming. This guy, everything he did from the fight with Ghost to
him falling.
Him falling. I keep forgetting about that one. That was hilarious. Shang-Chi's like, what the hell? Him slicing Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And then the number one shot that he did, in my opinion, the sword, the Khonshu.
Oh, yeah.
Reflection.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my days. Yeah. Give Mahershala Ali the suit. Give these guys the budget. Give them the writers. Start that movie. We need it, bro. We really, really need it. I really like that Kamala was the main character, and it was like through her eyes.
It was actually good.
Yeah, it gives you real and you never watched Miss Marvel, bro. Like
I've started, I didn't finish. I'm
terrible. Great character.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel, she was the best part of the Marvels. Like, you know what I mean? She's just really good in whatever she's in. I love Kamala Khan. You already know the first episode. Kate Bishop, Riri Williams, Kamala. It was good. Intro to a Young Avengers. And this is what picking up off of what you're talking about with they finally did Blade. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of ideas these guys had that they want to push, they tried it with this. And
100%.
It's getting a lot of good traction. The dynamic between 100%. Those 3 girls were amazing. I loved it.
I would watch a show.
Yeah,
or a
really.
Movie.
Like a Young Champions thing or Young Avengers thing, bringing in Blade, doing something like that. Like, they're really showing us, yo, we can do it. My question is, why wasn't this What If? Why wasn't What If this tight knit? You know what I mean? Why wasn't this more? Why always give excuses?
No, because it's 4 episodes. You're gonna put this in 1 episode?
What? No, I'm not saying why wasn't this in What If.
Mm-hmm.
Why wasn't What If like this?
Oh, yeah.
Bringing these characters together. We saw so many characters interact with each other that we never did. Shang-Chi and Yelena. You know what I mean? Freaking Red Guardian and Kamala.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Blade and all these people. This is something we should have got with What If. Especially because it's more flexible. You have people doing voice acting as opposed to real, acting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This should be the stuff they're too scared to do for live action that they can do with animated stuff. This is what they should do, stuff like this. This was so good. Yeah, go.
I was gonna say that this Marvel loves to do testing in their own shows. They like to test out other characters and storylines, and this show tested out a few. Yeah, you have Young Avengers / Champions with Kate Bishop, Ironheart, and Kamala. You had the Zombies storyline, the Marvel Zombies storyline. You also had Blade. You also had a bit of the Midnight Suns storyline. You had quite a few things, and this is them kind of testing it out. Even like the tone, it was so gritty and dark. It was like you had amazing shots of Spider-Man decapitating 20 zombies.
That's the shot of the show.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
He never had a huge spotlight in the show, but every time he was on screen, he was doing something wicked, and it was really good. It was really good. And you know what I could say about why this show was successful and what if it wasn't? And maybe you can correct me, but I feel like this show had a balance of characters and sub characters that could work together. So I feel like sometimes these other shows, they're pushing like, a Red Guardian or like Black Widow or someone where it's like they're not bad characters, but it's just hard to digest it for like a lead for an entire, like, you're the lead, And even they did it well here, like Kamala and Kate Bishop and Ironheart. Like, I don't necessarily want to see them individually, but together their dynamic is like proper. It's like it's way better. And then you have Blade and Spider-Man and Black Panther and all these characters that like give you what you want of who you're looking for, and then you have these characters and their subplots, and it works really well. When you're trying to just give us a bunch of random characters, it doesn't really reflect well. People don't want to see those. You have a bunch of other interesting characters. We don't want to see Red Guardian and Yelena, and like maybe that's what people want to see. I don't want to see that. I want to see characters that we know and love, and I want to see them as complementary pieces. And I felt like this show really did that.
I really liked how they also handled the Black Panther stuff. They never made him talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the way Spider-Man's like, I heard T'Challa say Wakanda forever under his breath quietly. I just loved it. It's like one of those where it's like, that's Chadwick Boseman. You know what I mean?
They give him props.
And he is like galloping like a real panther. This guy's on it.
I'm not going to lie. Still a deadly guy, even with one leg.
Yep. Wanda being the queen of... Some things, like, honestly just make sense. You know what I mean? Wanda being the queen of zombies.
She's always fucking something up.
Yeah. Zemo being in charge of the raft and taking over the raft. John Walker being his right-hand man.
Yeah,
some
his
things
bodyguard.
just make sense. You know what I mean? But something that doesn't make sense. What the hell is wrong with Shang-Chi's dad? Why did he just give up?
Yeah, that was not necessary
Shang-Chi
whatsoever.
Is handling multiple of these things. He got bit. You gave him the rings. You could have just ran. You could have... Oh, you idiot. Whaps. And just cut. And you don't have to give him all the rings. You could have just given him like 5. You didn't have to give them all of them.
Yeah, he literally just said, yeah, you know what? That's right. Later.
And now what happens from that? He gives Awkwafina 4 of them. Dude, this Katie Shorty needs to stop being in things. I despise that character. I would rather watch She-Hulk again than to watch stuff with her. That's how bad it is, bro. Like, I don't like Awkwafina's character. That being said, she wasn't that bad in this. She wasn't that bad. Could I still do without her? Sure. But it's animated. I don't really
tolerable.
care. Yeah, it is definitely tolerable. Yeah. That Shang-Chi's dad thing was very weird. Namor... Is he actually that strong, this guy?
Yeah. He goes toes.
Everybody.
Yeah, he goes toes with Hulk, Thor.
Everyone.
Like
yeah, you're right, actually. He does.
He's a pretty strong OP character. And
it makes it even crazier that Kamala was the one that took him out. See how
she's got potential.
She's got potential. I love seeing that.
Which I liked because they didn't do it in like a unrealistic way. You know what I mean? Like, it's like not like I don't think she can do that all the time. It was just a moment of like fear, and I'm glad that
she can. I think it's just one of those where they're showing us she doesn't.
Potential.
Yeah, you know what I mean. She doesn't know yet what she has and what she's got.
What do you think of the ending?
Wait. Let's get there in a bit because still we have to cover a little bit of episode 3, which the beginning had me super invested because we're thinking we're not going to see the Spider-Man stuff and all that stuff, right? Like the opening with. Like you said, Black Panther, Spider-Man, him not talking, all that stuff, taking down Thanos.
Yeah.
Like, Thanos figuring out how to use... Zombie Thanos figuring out how to... He's learning. He's learning how to use the gauntlet. That was freaking insane. But Thor's entrance, I got like, are you tired of Thor's sad story arc where he's just sitting in a corner every time and like?
I'm not tired of it in this show because it was a remake of what already happened.
Okay, yeah.
So it wasn't like if it was like a new thing where he goes and he starts drinking Jack Daniels and goes down a dark path, like okay, I'm tired of that. But in terms of I think it made sense. Yeah, he came like imagine what he went through to make Stormbreaker. He comes in and he just gets fried on the spot, and it was like, wow, you kind of underestimate those stones because, he was kind of handling it in the movie, but and
it proves that Thanos actually underestimated Stormbreaker in Infinity War. That's why it did hit him.
Yeah,
that shit would have been dusted if he wanted it to actually be dusted, which is crazy. But
I thought what was kind of unique is these zombies, if you were like a metahuman, you had the capability of kind of not fixing yourself, but you had more conscious thought as a zombie in the show. Thanos was able to learn a bit more. Wanda was able to kind of fix herself back to a state where she's not really a mindless creature. But I think that's
only because it's like he has the gauntlet. So with that can come certain sort of like he can learn. I think if a regular zombie put on the you know what I mean? Right. It wouldn't get to that point. Wanda also had control of a lot of these zombies. So if they're talking like Okoye is talking, Hawkeye talked a little bit, like that's her. You know what I mean? Giving them that ability or talking through them. I don't know which one, but it has to be one of those. But yeah, bro, there's still crazy zombies. How Captain America in What If is still throwing the shield.
That was Hawkeye stupid, is still man. That was stupid.
He beat the shit out of Red Guardian.
That was stupid. That was dumb as hell.
Bro, these guys, like...
What'd you think about Captain Marvel versus Icarus?
Oh, we skipped that part. Yeah. Amazing. That, like, a lot of matchups... Actually, we didn't skip it. I have it right here. Legendary matchups. Thor versus Wanda.
Yeah.
Icarus versus Captain Marvel. Crazy matchups. Even Zombie Thor versus the Infinity Hulk. Which was we didn't even get there yet, but Infinity Hulk was one punching man's like it was his business, bro. Like
redemption.
It was his job.
Redemption.
Oh my gosh. But it wasn't... It's not redemption because they literally said it's not Banner or the Hulk. It's a whole new being, so it's not really redemption.
Slight redemption.
But the Nova Corps...
Some assholes.
Yeah. Are they though? He saved the rest of the universe, to be honest.
But I was skeptical because I'm like, okay, what are they gonna do to reverse this? Like, do they have some sort of technology or like?
That's what I was thinking because they're like space science people as well. And they're like the most like, the Nova Corps out there is like, yo, the guys you go to for protection or medicine.
They're, they're the Marvel's Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
What do you think of Hawkeye? Hawkeye.
Every time they mention this guy, anywhere he is, oh my god, it's Hawkeye. Oh my god, it's Hawkeye. And what if
you don't put the damn fries in the bag? And
Sharon Carter, she got hit with the thing, the arrow. And she's like, oh, it's Hawkeye. Kate Bishop says, oh my god, it's Hawkeye. But like, I get it, bro. I actually get it. A zombie who's like a sharpshooter, far.
Man, you got a Iron Man suit, man. Go obliterate him and pack it up, man. Why are we spending
underestimating Hawkeye, broski? You're super underestimating Hawkeye, fam. But yeah, I did think in the end, we watched it together. I thought Wanda, the zombie Wanda, was competent enough. Like she became that smart where this was all her plan in order to bring everything back and fix things. And I thought that's what happened. I'm not the type to get cold like that. But I thought it happened.
We both thought it happened.
Oh my gosh. Kamala seeing everybody actually as zombies. And Riri, I knew she was still alive. I knew it because she stabbed herself with that thing. So maybe there is a cure. Because she stabbed herself with the thing. She's like, I didn't want this to be the first time I tried this. And she stabbed herself with it when she got bit in the beginning. First episode.
She got bit?
She got bit right after Kate Bishop
destroyed
my babes. But
at this point, even if there is a cure, what she did, what the state they're in right now, they're all dead.
Yeah.
They all died a horrible death at the end.
You want to see season 2?
I wouldn't mind, but like, what are they gonna do?
She has to get out of it. This is Westview all over again.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the show ended on a definitive end where she might be alive. She might have had something, but
If it was just her looking and seeing it here and there, I would say yeah. But the fact that Riri's fighting and saying, yo, snap out of it, that's a lot. That right there is so many. Like, that's another 4 episodes you can make. But it's like, I get it. Where's the hope? But yo, you can.
Yeah,
anything,
the world's
bro.
done. Everything, majority of everyone is dead.
Yeah, but there's other people out there, man. You never know. Well, guys, that's it, eh?
Yeah.
It's been episode 10. Hope you liked it. Really, go watch Marvel Zombies. Honestly, I might just give it a 9.5 because it was really freaking good. It was really good. And I think, honestly, it is the best project the MCU brought out this year. I think it's better than Daredevil Born Again. I think it's better than Cap, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I'm going to put it that high.
Well,
even though it's a TV show, you might have to rate TV shows a little bit differently. I do think this holds up
it's definitely
nice.
top 3 projects for sure.
And I'm adding the What If Zombies episode. So it's 5 episodes altogether for me. Great show. But you guys let us know. Go check out Real Reactions, our watch series. And we'll be back for episode 11.
Peace.